I thought my card with a sweet one bliss. Someone flicks me a bad body. So, it's another one, yeah. It's a full strong, yeah. Oh, it's another one, yeah.
Good evening, good morning, or good afternoon, wherever you are. We are iBoxing Hub. I go by the name of BNG, featuring yours truly, Trey. What's good?
I'm all good, cuz I'm just excited. Obviously, we've got a special guest. We've had a tremendous show yesterday that we're going to review and analyze. But cuz, I'm going to leave you to the introduction. Get him in.
We've got the one and only Barry Smith.
How's it going, lads?
Yes, Barry. How's it going?
All good, bro.
Yeah, man. It's been a lot of excitement, boxing, of course. But look, Barry, we just wanted to say firstly, thank you for, just taking, half an hour of your time to just come onto the show, show some energy, and also just educate the community, of course. You obviously do a lot of work in the boxing industry. So it's a great platform for you to just, showcase what you do and, and talk boxing, of course.
Well, that's all we do is talk boxing, isn't it? That's all we know.
Exactly.
Where do we start this?
For the viewers, really, who don't know who you are, what you do, if you could just introduce yourself and tell them, what you do exactly.
Yeah, I'm a professional boxing trainer at the Ben Davidson Performance Centre. I train some very good elite athlete fighters, So basically, that's what I do, just train fighters.
Well, that's absolutely tremendous. You know what? We love the aspect of sort of training, preparation. Obviously, BNG here, you probably see him as a unit, does a lot of training. So, someone like yourself, you guide, elite athletes to be in top shape to compete at the top level, of course. So how's the experience been like, and sort of who have you been sort of really been excited about in terms of training them and bringing them up?
Well, you talk about the past or the present, what you're saying, like where I am now with it, or
Floor is yours, yeah. Essentially, all of it.
It's been a long journey, man. It's been a long journey. A lot of it's been a bit hazy, where there's been a lot of excitement. I'll start with TKV, because he's fighting next week in Poland. Was he on this show not so long ago?
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he was on it. He was on it with us, man. We love him. Absolutely love him. Congolese.
He brings a lot of energy, yeah.
Yeah, of course.
There he is. I can see him. I'll start with TKV because, I am the head trainer of TKV, and Ben Davis is in the background giving a lot of advice to us, so that's great. That's only a good part of TKV's development in boxing. Having two world coaches around. They've also got Lee Wiley around us as well. So that's very good for TKV. But so we're on our way to Poland next Wednesday. So he's fighting in Poland. I can't pronounce the Polish guy's name. It's one of them names, yeah. But so we're off there. To fight in Poland. So his training camp's gone very well, We are looking for bigger fights in the future for TKV, You got the Fraser Clark fights out there. You got a few fights out there for TKV for the future.
Yeah, definitely. We had him on the show, obviously, a few weeks, and look, he was just telling us, how excited he is about the journey. He's obviously in his first stages of that journey, but look, there's a lot of potential. There's a lot of hard work that he's obviously going to put in, and we also love the fact that he's, Congolese like us as well. So he's, representing for our people, of course. So it's good. It's good. Massive shout out to him and TKV as well.
Yeah, he's Congolese. He took me to a Congolese restaurant. He did have some food not so long ago.
Was it the one in Tottenham?
Yeah, it was in Tottenham, yeah.
Yeah, I know that one. Yeah.
Yeah, it was, mate, it was first class. It was.
Oh
Yeah,
man,
it was first class.
no,
There, so the food was bang on. I really enjoyed it.
love that, man.
Yeah, so there, so no, so I think it's going to be a very good journey of TKV because he can actually really fight. So I'm very excited to see where this journey's going to take us to. Yeah, I think it's going to be a very good. It's going to be a bit of a roller coaster as well, but it's going to be a great journey.
Yeah, definitely, and look, we feel that he's going to be under the right guidance with you as well, with your experience. With your experience, especially, you've got a lot of experience in this field as well, and I definitely feel like some of the fighters need guidance from someone that's been in the game for a long time. They know their way around and can guide, the best fighters to, be in the best condition as well. So massive shout out to yourself. But look, Barry, we just want to get down to boxing, of course. Did you manage to watch the big one? Did you watch the fights yesterday?
Last night I watched Joyce. Yeah, we're talking about. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh.
What's your thoughts?
You know what? I don't know what his game plan was. What he went in there to do. I'm pretty I couldn't believe what I was watching. I was really disappointed in Joyce. He kept getting banged with that backhand all the time, and he had no idea how to deal with it. He had no idea how to deal with that backhand. Even that bump just hit him and it was flush on the chin as well. And I don't understand why he come in so light for it as well, because normally he is a bit lumpy, you know what I'm saying? He looked like all his muscle definition sort of come out of his shoulders or whatever. He did get hurt a few times, but he just couldn't deal with the southpaw backhand. I've never seen somebody get hit so clean with it.
Yeah, it's definitely.
What did you make of it?
I mean, the problem I've always said is that with the heavyweights like Joyce, etc., they're open to shots. They're always getting hit, and I feel that they need to work on their defense a little bit more. Also, feel that with professional boxers, they need to fight a lot of southpaws, because I understand in training camp they fight southpaws, etc., but that's training camp. But credit to Zhang, because at the end of the day, look, we all know he beat Herkovich. He beat Herkovich when they fought.
I watched that fight. Yeah, I had him winning it as well. The Big Bang. I had him winning that fight as well.
And I think the problem is just with Zhang, a lot of people, especially the public, they were overlooking him. They thought, Joyce is going to knock him out in mid-round.
You know what? Sorry, can I just stop me there a sec?
Yeah, sure.
You know what? I was having this conversation with someone when I said with the Herkovich fight. Yeah, I said he's going to beat Joyce. I actually come out and said that. And after I watched that, I thought he's a big, tough, strong man. But I said he was going to win. But if he was coming over with the right ambitions or whatever to win, that's what I was meant to say. Let me rephrase that. Coming over with the right ambitions to win the fight, not just coming over to get splattered on the floor. Coming over here with the right to win, generally win, he was going to beat Joyce. And that's what I actually said to somebody the other day in the gym. Yeah, but when they come out, I didn't think it would be that easy. It was easy for him.
I mean, no. Well, yeah, it was, because I initially
that backhand, just take a little step round to your left.
Yeah.
This parry it with the front hand. He wasn't doing nothing. It was just bars, one after the other. In the end, I think Big Bang had to give his backhand a rest for a minute. It was happening so much.
Yeah.
It was, though, wasn't it? He had to give it a rest for a couple of rounds. Went back behind the jab. Just when it stayed in nice and tight, and then went back to it again.
What my prediction was that if Joyce didn't knock him out, it would have went to distance. It could have potentially been a draw, or Zhang would have just won.
All right, let me tell you that, yeah? Who made that fight? Who made, out of all the heavyweights out there, who made that fight?
It's a risky one. It's a risky one.
Risky? Oh, mate. Yeah. Whoever made that fight needs shooting, because that was a fight was like that guy, Big Bang. He's in a, no one needs him. Why risk it with someone like him? 6'9", big Ergovic. We all know he beat him, pushed him so hard. You know, listen, Joe Joyce, for me, he's very limited, but he's very good at what he does. Yeah? And he has got a chin on him. But last night, I looked at his physique. It looked like his shoulders were all cut in and everything, you know. He lost a lot of muscle mass. Why would he take that off for someone who's like coming in like 20 stone?
I mean,
you know what I mean? That makes sense.
Maybe his training camp wasn't perfect. Maybe, you know, he had an injury or he was ill. I don't know.
Nah, I'm not having that. I'm not having that. I'm sorry, I'm not having that. Nah. I'm gonna tell you what that was. Yeah. I heard the pundits talking after about his pedigree. Oh, he's boxed all around the world, boxed southpaws. Okay, yeah. You have, yeah? And there had a lot of southpaws ready to go sparring, but you've really got to find them out. Yeah, like Moses in 2-round, people like that. Like you got Dempsey McKinson. You have to go and find these big guys, yeah, for the sparring. But not only go and get them for sparring, pay them, keep them in the gym with you, yeah, and do drills with them. Just do rounds and rounds of drills with them. Don't spar all the time. Drills. Get a southpaw in front of you all the time. Yeah, and practicing what you're going to be working on. Because for me, he's done no drills on southpaws. He had done one drill on a southpaw. You can see it, the backhand crunch. I remember when I was an amateur. Yeah, I boxed at York Hall.
Oh, I love York Hall.
I've never sparred a southpaw in my life. I didn't even know what a southpaw was. He got in there, he went crack, hit me straight on the chin. I thought, where did that come from?
Yep.
Yeah. So then I learned off of that. I did win that fight. But I learned off of that. So I went to spar southpaws all the time. Yeah? I went to fight southpaw. I went to spar southpaw because I couldn't believe how easy I got hit with that backhand. And what happens is, if you're doing non-stop like Jamie in the gym, I can only use Jamie as an example.
Yeah.
We have heavyweights in the gym. We have Fabio and Lois down there. And 90% of our training is drilling. Yeah? Not hitting pads all the time, not hitting the bags all the time. Getting someone in front of you, while throwing shots at you, single shots, parrying the jab, working on ring positioning, ring generalship, cutting the ring off, getting the ring positioning right, you know? Working on looking after yourself in there and then defending yourself. We do a lot of that in the gym. Yeah? Because, listen, I always say to people, what is the difference between a world-class fighter and a normal fighter? Can you answer that? Because I can give you the answer to it.
Let's have it, Bazza.
Well, you can throw a jab. I can throw a right hand, yeah? We can all do that. We can all hit a pad, can't we? It's the movements, the slight, subtle movements, the ring positioning, where you are. That cuts the difference. That is another level you're taking boxing too. Yeah? But if you watched that Joe Joyce last night, he didn't know where he was in there. You know, I'm so disappointed because I do like Joe Joyce. I'm disappointed in it. I think the preparation has all been wrong for him for that fight. Yeah? It's definitely, well, Tyson Fury, look at his movement for a big guy. It's world class. Yeah. Usyk. It's unbelievable. Usyk drills all the time in the gym. Yeah? That's why no one wants to fight him. That's why no one wants to fight him, because he's that good. It's based. He's training. It's all based on drills.
Yeah,
and that's what you got to get fighters doing. Yeah, but obviously you have to know how to teach it and whatever. What you got to get across. You know what I mean? Can't just get him in there and like go do this, do that. You got to know what you're actually working on. Do you know what I'm saying? Like Jamie, when he come to the gym, he went, "I don't hit the pads a lot." I mean, you know how to hit the pads, don't you? He goes, "Yeah, right. Let's get in there. Let's partner up. Let's get these drills done now."
Yeah.
And look at the development of TKV from it. Yeah, look at Fabio Wardley. Look at the development of a Fabio Wardley.
Yep.
Look at the development of a Lee Woods.
Yep. Lee
McGregor's.
Yep.
Yeah. Look at the development of them all, because that's what we do. We do it the right way to teach people how to box. Old school, you know. Anyone can be you got your coaches and you got your padmen. Yeah? 90% of today are padmen. The coaching is actually really gone today. You know, I was having this conversation with someone the other day who was a coach. I said, I feel it's gone. The teaching of boxing is starting to drift. It's all about pads.
Yeah.
You know? Like you got your old school trainers like Tony Sims, who are very knowledgeable. They're teachers of boxing. You know what I'm saying? Yeah? That's what you got. Ben Davison, I believe, one of the best trainer in the world. Yeah? Great. He's spot on at teaching the drills. He's bang on. Yeah? And that's where the development has got to come. You know what I'm saying? Because you can't just put a fight with the pads. Because whatever, if you can put a fight with the pads, the fighter's fighting on your timing because you're calling the shots for him. Yeah? And that's where the mistakes come. And that's why they can't progress into the next level. Look at Shakur Stevensons and Mayweather's and your Canelos. They all develop of the drills, the finger positionings.
No, 100%. So Basil, if I was to ask you then to put on your sort of promoter / manager's hat on for Joyce after that loss, what are you advising him to do next? Are you gonna get back in a rematch with Zhang, or are you gonna go for?
I would avoid him. 100% avoid him. It was just too easy for him. It was too easy. He wasn't even in that fight, was he? Come on, let's have it right.
Yeah.
It was just too easy. Yeah. Listen, there's some great fights out there for Joyce, you know. But him, I just think Joyce just need to stay away from him. You know. I mean, listen, he beat Jurgovic, you know. Yeah. He actually won that fight.
Yeah.
I was actually watching thinking, that's the first time I ever see Big Bang. I thought, who the fuck's he? He's fucking good.
Yeah, no, Big Bang's not a joke.
He's serious.
One thing I respect about Big Bang as well, Baz, is that he, throughout the build-up, and you see the interviews, you could see in him that he was confident. He was like, yep, I'm coming in. I'm going to show you Chinese power. And look, and then, you know, he did the job. Credit to him.
And I'll tell you what else I think made him a bit confident when he saw the side of Joyce with the weight loss as well. I believe he put I've got a big man in there, and he did.
Yeah, look,
that's something else I couldn't get my head around. Why would he drop that much weight?
It's true. Look, even
I couldn't work that one out, to be honest with you. But then he just had no structure, no know-how what to do in that fight with him. It was sad, really, because he did look lost in there, you know. It was sad, but there's still some big fights out there for him, though. So let's see what happens.
With Zhang, do you think you'll give him Big Bang? Do you think you'll give Usyk and Fury problems?
Nah. I think there'd be too much. Tyson would be too slick for him. But Tyson would be moving around him, and Usyk would just do, which I think is one. I think he's actually off this charts. You know, I think he's really off the charts. I really think he's that good, and he'll just like do what he wants to do to him. To be honest with you, but Tyson will just play with him. Yeah, I do believe that. Because I think Tyson could adapt to anything, yeah. But Joshua, he would give Joshua hell. Yeah, I think he'd even give Wilder hell as well. But Wilder's got that big jail card, so that's the only thing.
Equalizer.
He's got that big jail card.
Trust
you know,
it is a get out of jail card. For sure.
Yeah, because you know what? He had that get out of jail card, Joshua, and I don't know what's happened to it.
Mate.
I think he's lost his way a little bit.
Do you think his confidence, maybe?
Yeah, I think it's a number of things, to be honest with you. I think it's a number of things. I think it's a little bit of confidence. Probably not believing in himself like what he should, like how he did. Having too many people around him to chopping and changing coaches. You know, when he was with what's his name again?
Robert Garcia.
Robert McCracken.
Oh yeah.
He was explosive as fuck because what Robert done, he kept him on the basics.
Yeah.
He kept him on the basics. He just kept him basic. People like Joshua, he just keep him basic. But they go crap, wallet, but he was explosive off that. But today, I just think he's lost his way a little bit. You know, I think he needs to go back to the basics, and he will get it back. He will get it back. You know, he needs someone to get hold of him. And go, right, this is what you've got to do. Yeah, get back in the gym, get back to your drills, yeah, and start working on things like you can work on. Just get back to things, you know what I mean? Like go back to what got you there. Yeah, and get the right people around you. Keep your circle small. Get the right people around you. And start having people around you are going to go, oh, yeah, that's brilliant. Have people around you who are going to tell you the truth. Listen, Josh, it ain't working. Let's go back to this. Yeah, that's what he needs. That's what I think he needs. That's my opinion.
I agree with you completely. As well. I definitely feel that the surrounding that he has as well, you know, did help, and also the chopping and changing also brings a bit of you know, instability, I would say. But just a quick one, Barry. Mike obviously Daly had a quick question for you anyway. He obviously asked, how do you think Joyce would fare against Herkovich? How do you think that fight would be? Seeing what Joyce did yesterday.
Well, good. After what I see there, I don't think Herkovich will have a problem with him, because when I was in Dubai, he was actually, like, when I saw Baz boxing in Dubai, he was actually on the same bill as us. He was actually in the same change room with us. Yeah, I don't think Herkovich will have too much of a problem with him. After what I see last night. You know, I kind of go, what I see, you had as good as your last fight. So what I see last night, I don't think he'll have a problem with him, to be honest with you.
No, it's absolutely.
But I will say one thing, talking about the heavyweight divisions, that Moses in two racket it. Moses,
the young kid.
The young kids, yeah.
He's the best heavyweight I've seen since Lennox Lewis.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
I can tell you this now. He come down sparring with TKV the other weekend. They had a really good spar. Unbelievable spar they did, yeah? Right? But 6 rounds. It was just, I looked at it, I thought, I've never seen no one push Jamie back. Yeah? Wow. He pushed Jamie back, but Jamie was pushing him back as well. And it was just really like top draw. And I couldn't believe he was only 18.
Yeah, he's...
I'm going to do this now. He got out the ring.
Yeah.
He come up to me. I was talking to him. Yeah, he's a big boy for 18, and he's very like clued up as well. So he's very switched on. He came with Barry. Went, Jamie TKV's given me the best spars I've ever had.
Wow.
Since ever. I thought, I looked at him. Jamie, I'm going to tell you this now. You're the best guy at heavyweight I've seen since Lennox Lewis.
Wow.
And that's a big statement, that is.
No, it's a massive one. Especially coming from you. You've seen a lot.
Yeah, me and Ben, we was really impressed with him after. Me and Ben Davison, really impressed with him after. Yeah, so, but the spar was, but Jamie pushed him hard as well, because Jamie's a one tough fucker. Jamie pushed him hard, and you know, it was really good spar. I've never seen like someone heavyweight can put their hands together like them, like Moses. Yeah. But it was good. It was good for both of their developments. So it's really good. And he was a southpaw as well. And he's a lot sharper than Big Bang. Yeah. Where Jamie does the drills, Jamie knew how to deal with it. You know what I'm saying? I had to ride the storms and I had to switch things up and I had to get back to it. But so I have to put that out there. Put the best heavyweight I've seen since Lennox Lewis.
Wow. So now you've heard it all. You've heard it all from Bazza right here. Look, it's a good statement to make at the end of the day. He looked very impressive yesterday. But yeah, look, just a quick one. Obviously, we don't really have much time. We could spend hours talking with boxing. I could just tell you're top guy, Bazza. Just a quick one. We've got a big event next week. You know, you got Tank, Gervonta Davis. You got Ryan here, King Ryan. Who you got? Who's
I'm
your
looking forward to that one. I'm really looking forward to that fight.
Who you got?
Oh, mate, you got to go Tank, ain't you? I just fancy Tank. But, you know, Mike Garcia could pull a points victory out of this.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
But I just think Tank, he's a spiteful little fucker, isn't he? He's a spiteful little fucker.
Got a sprinkle of like Mayweather and a sprinkle of Mike Tyson into sort of.
Yeah, he's a spiteful little fucker. He's only tiny as well.
Yeah.
You know, and Garcia he is pretty tall and he's very sharp. Got a good left hook on him as well. Yeah. Mate. You know what? I'm going Tank, but if Tank don't win, it's going to be a Garcia points.
Yeah, that's what I said. That's what I said. It's speed vs power. If Tank don't get him out mid to late rounds, if it goes to distance, it could potentially be a draw or Garcia could win.
But he's a spiteful little fucker, mate. I'm telling you, Tank. He's a spiteful little man. I'm going to go. I'm with Tank there. Yeah.
Just a quick one. Who do you think Zhang should challenge next?
Well, if I had a heavyweight there, the top 10, I would avoid him.
Really? See, I fancy Zhang and Dillian Whyte to fight each other.
I think it's all wrong for Dillian as well, to be honest. Yeah. It's all wrong, like.
Because think about it, Dillian initially yesterday he said, he wanted to fight Joyce if Joyce had, beaten Zhang. But now Zhang,
but that's Dillian, he'll fight anyone.
Yeah,
he's a fighting man. He's a warrior. But if I was part of his team, I'd be going, look, there's other fights out there. Forget about him. Yeah, let him go. Yeah, let him just fade away. That's how I would deal with someone like him. Just let him fade away. I would have put unless I had a Tyson Fury or a Usyk, I go, right, come in, let's do this.
I personally think Dillian should fight Zhang. Reason why I say this, because Zhang's now he's interim WBO. So if Dillian was to beat him, he'll be next in line to fight, Usyk. Herkovic is next in line to fight Usyk. He's the mandatory for the IBF. Yes. Yeah. AJ was to beat Herkovic. Do you know what I mean? AJ could be next in line again to fight Usyk.
There's big fights out there in boxing, Every boxing is really like it just took off again. It's interesting now, isn't it?
It is.
And everyone can beat anyone in it now.
There you go.
You understand? But I just think Tyson and Usyk, they're like the kings of it in a minute. Yeah. But like he just said, someone like Big Bang, who could upset them, but I don't think he would go. I don't think he'd beat them, but he's capable of doing it.
If he upsets them, he will be the first. Correct me if I'm wrong. He'll be the first Chinese heavyweight champion. Yeah.
Yes.
The likes of Usyk.
100%, but the first one ever. First Chinese heavyweight champion ever.
And Ruiz. He beat AJ, the first Mexican heavyweight to make history. So I always say this.
Yes, he did. Andy Luiz, yes.
Yeah, anything's possible. The problem is, what I've realized, right, is that, Brits, we overhype our boxers here, and we overlook overseas boxers. We think, whatever, in it. And then until they get in the ring, it's like, oh my gosh.
Yeah, I have to agree with that, yeah. Because when we had Lee Wood boxing Kanzu, no one gave Lee Wood took that fight on 5 weeks' notice. Yeah, and no one gave him a chance in that fight. No one gave Lee. I can remember me and Ben, yeah, we was in because we was in the bubble then, yeah. So we was in the hotel. And me and Ben just had a little session ourselves, because obviously they set a little gym up in the hotel for us. So me and Ben had a little workout in there ourselves. As we were walking out into the garden, Dave Diamante was there. Oh. So I sat down, I started talking to him. He went to me, hey man, he went, that's some fight you in with Kanzu. I went, what do you mean? He went, that's some fight. He went, he's one of the best prospects I've ever seen. I went, really, Dave? He went, yeah. He went, man, you've been off a little bit more than you can chew here. And I looked at Ben. Ben looked at me. I went, Dave, listen, let me tell you something. We're beating him. He went, nah, man. He went, he throws like 1,500 punches around. You ain't better. I went, we're beating him. Watch. Lee Wood is beating him. But they've knocked him out the top. Not only we beat him up and knocked him out the 12th round as well. Yeah? And you know what? If someone who could throw 1,500 punches around, he was struggling to throw 5 punches around that night. Because Lee Wood took it away from him. Took his punching stacks away from him by fainting to the body all the time. And that brought his hits back. So he couldn't get those shots off, you know what I'm saying?
Mm.
Yeah, like what Mayweather does, stab your face to the body, they stabbed you to the body. And that was all he would done. And then switched it upstairs, then back down there again. Done that for 12 rounds, then knocked him out.
Yeah.
Mm.
Wow. That's interesting. I mean, he's got a big fight. He's got a rematch with what's his name?
Lara.
Yeah. Ooh.
Yeah, he's in Manchester.
Mm.
So he was comfortable in that fight, Lee. I don't know. Did you watch it?
Yeah. He was doing well. Do you know what? He was actually winning.
He went Lee. I tell you what with Lee. I think he was too comfortable in that fight. Yeah. He put right. Come on. All right. I'm not doing enough here. Let's try again. Obviously, he went and mixed it with a hooker.
Mm.
And you can't really mix. You can't really like. Lara's a dangerous little cunt. Sorry for swearing. Yeah. You know, but listen, it looked like Lee was going to get him out in the next 2 rounds.
Mm.
Yeah. But you know, this is boxing for you. You know, he's pulled a punch out of nothing. You know what I mean? From the gods. Yeah, that's what he's done. The Evans just like boom, opened up, and that left hook opened up with it. That's what happened that night. But Lee will get this right now. He knows because Lee knows he's a lot better than him. Yeah, he knows that. You know when you know you're better than someone. Yeah, at something. Yeah, Lee Wood knows he's 100 times better than him, and it was a fluke. So he will pull that back, and he will be world champion, 2 times world champion.
Well, you heard it here, guys. You heard it
here, guys. Love that. No, Bazza, look, it's been an absolute pleasure having you on the show.
Sweet as lovely. Are we done?
He's frozen now. Well, listen, it's been a pleasure, Bazza. You know,
guys, thank you for having me.
Always, thank you. Just remember to like, share, and subscribe. Out.
God bless you, yeah.
You too, man. Take care.
Ciao.
Good.
It's another bang. All the Muslim cars now, whichever get up. I start my card with a sweet one, please. Someone flicks me a back by it. So, it's another one, yeah. It's a full strong, yeah.